What's happening in entertainment? From Tinseltown to the Big Apple, this is your weekly entertainment magazine with Greg Dunmore of PULSEBEAT.tv.
Pulse of a new generation. PULSEBEAT.tv.
As always, I'm honored when you're watching us, and this is PULSEBEAT TV. I'm Greg Dunmore, and we're taping from the End at 97 Winder, and it's always exciting for me to know that of all the things you could be doing at this point in time, you're watching and you're listening. And I'm also excited because calling from one of the exotic cities of the world, we have the internationally renowned jazz vocalist originally from Detroit, Michigan, Mr. Harvey Thompson.
So here's to life and every joy it brings. Here's to life, to dreamers and their dreams.
And you know what? I did it as a teaser that I wanted people to kind of guess for a second or two. You're from and you're calling from an exciting city. It's not New York, it's not Los Angeles, it's not London, it's not Paris. So give them a clue what city you're calling from.
Well, I would say sandals and electronics.
Sandals and electronics. Now I'm going to cheat because let's see, could it be Tokyo, Japan?
It's absolutely Tokyo.
Yes, it is. It's Tokyo. And Harvey, you were named, and this is something that I want to say congratulations, that you were named by the American Consulate in Japan, the U.S. Jazz Ambassador to Japan. So let us know how that happened, because I was excited to know that you now have this official title.
So it kind of fell out of the blue sky. I was in Osaka, and I had met the consul general there in Kansai, Mr. Alexander Almazov. And we started talking about jazz in his office, and then he started throwing some parties. And when I got married, he bestowed that title on me, U.S. Vocal Jazz Ambassador to Japan.
Wow, well,
so I'm very honored to have that.
Yes. Now, Harvey, you're originally from Detroit, and we are filming this podcast, the PULSEBEAT podcast, live from the End at 97 Winder, the gorgeous Inn. And Harvey, you've never been here, right?
No, but you know, it's been. I watch your podcast and I share it, and I know a lot of people here have been watching it because I get emails and everything from them. But it's a very gorgeous place. It's wonderful.
And I want those people who don't know you to know that there is no jazz singer that has come from male jazz singer, because certainly Betty Carter and Terry Thornton, there's some female jazz singers that are extra special, but there is no male jazz singer that would be more noted or more acclaimed, Harvey, than what you have done internationally.
I walk along the street of sorrow, the boulevard of broken dreams, where gigolo and gigolette can take a kiss without regret, so they forget their broken dreams.
Pulse of a new generation. PULSEBEAT. PULSEBEAT.tv.
Like Greg Dunmore on Facebook and follow him on Twitter. You can watch this and other programs on www.pulsebeat.tv, the face for global news entertainment.
Hart, what's going on? I'm leaving. Why? What did I do? Not enough. You constantly ignore me. You barely eat anything healthy. You're half as active as you used to be. The pressure is just too much. I quit. Okay, I get it. I'll do better. Just, please, don't leave. Okay, but remember, if I go, you go.
Listen to your heart. Don't let it quit on you. Uncontrolled high blood pressure could lead to stroke, heart attack, or death. Get yours to a healthy range before it's too late.
PULSEBEAT.tv.
I'm tired of my bra telling me what I can wear.
I'm tired of my bra telling me what I can wear.
I'm tired of my bra telling me what I can and cannot wear.
75% of women are a D cup or larger.
So why is the fashion industry ignoring me?
The problems that I have is the digging in my shoulders.
And I'm always struggling to find clothes that fit properly.
Braless Bra is a specially crafted breast tape that lifts, separates, and gives incredible support.
It's time to fire your bra as your fashion consultant.
Zook it up, girl.
Love yourself even more.
Love your body even more.
Love your look even more with Braless Bra Instant Cleavage Sculpting Solution.
Pulse of a new generation. PulseBeat. PulseBeat.tv.
My heart soaring way up high, under the moon and over the sky.
And Harvey, there is no voice more marvelous than yours, but I'm actually talking to you because there is, and I'm calling this a PulseBeat scoop. I've been sharing this information with friends of mine, and whoever is watching this, I want you to know, number one, that Harvey, we were talking and you called me from Japan and you raved about something that, number one, when I tell this audience what it is, I don't like pancakes, first of all. I know everybody loves pancakes. I'm one of the people, I don't love pancakes. But when you told me about these fluffy pancakes, these souffle pancakes, these premium pancakes, I was excited and it made me want to actually taste them because you said there's a place in Japan called Graham's Cafe Pancakes that is out of sight. So this is the PulseBeat podcast exclusive. Share with the world what makes these pancakes so exceptional to even a non-pancake lover. Hearing you made me want to jump on a plane and go to Japan to taste these pancakes.
Well, first of all, you know, when I was honored to have a sample of all of them. You know, the owner took me there, Mr. Takada-san, and I was just blown away that the taste of them, whatever on the palate, was just, they weren't too sweet, they weren't too bland or anything like that. They were just, I mean, they just, you know, they make you want to sing. They put a smile on your face.
Well, now Harvey, these pancakes, I want to just kind of just go back just a little bit because they're not normal looking pancakes that we know in the United States. When they call them pancakes or souffle pancakes, just describe how they look visually so people can kind of get a sense of these are not the pancakes that your mama may have made. There's something a little different about them.
Right. Well, they would be more so like a sort of like a fluffy biscuit, but not a fluffy biscuit, but on, you know, the look would kind of like be like that, sort of like a fluffy biscuit. But it is, I mean, they are really, really outstanding. And they have them, you know, like with egg inside and different things. So it's just fruit on top, and it's just perfect.
Yeah, like you said, the taste of it, it's like it looks like a little cake almost, but they are pancakes. And
right.
Fruit and caramel and whipped cream and just whatever you might think would be delightful to eat, and they pair it with the pancake. And when I looked at it visually, I thought to myself, me, a I know everybody loves pancakes except for me, but me, a non-pancake lover, I was so excited about it. Oh, wait a second, I gotta, Harvey, you gotta address this. Carissa Butler, she has just chimed in and she says that I'm on the list of people who are not crazy about pancakes. Let her know about these fluffy pancakes that are being featured at Graham Cafe and Pancakes, which is what, originally in China, Japan. Harvey, let us know why she's.
Well, it originally started in Japan, but they're branching out. I think they have about 55 or 60 stores now. I mean, they're just. I just want to tell this lady that it's something that they're special. You will never forget, these pancakes. And I know that, you'll be saying, like the staple singers who used to sing that song, "Let's Do It Again." You'll be saying, "Let's eat it again." It does. It makes you want to sing.
So, once again, when I looked at the pancakes and you sent me a photo of them, something that you took, and I remember when you emailed me the photo, it was like 2 or 3 fluffy pancakes. And I remember it had strawberry and whipped cream, and it was drizzled with a sort of a sauce on it that just jumped at me. And you're saying that you're not a pancake lover, that you're going to love these pancakes. So is it a different ingredient than normal pancakes? I mean, does it taste anything like the pancake that we would know from maybe the pancake houses that are so well known in the United States?
Well, to tell you the truth, I really don't know. They didn't really tell me what's in the pancakes, but I will probably be finding out very soon. But it's just an experience that I've never had before as far as pancake.
These pancakes certainly are unforgettable, and they are decadent, they are rich. When I looked at it, I said, this has got to be a pancake that has 10 million calories. But you said, oh no, the Japanese people are very ingenious in terms of how they can make something look rich and delicious, and it is not so unhealthy that it would have 10,000 calories.
Absolutely.
Oh, by the way, Carissa just chimed in again, and she says, okay, after hearing what you said, she wants to try them. So Harvey, mission accomplished. But let us know. I know. Let us know. You told me that, oh no, au contraire, that these pancakes are actually healthy. Let us know how so.
One of the things over here, like far as the desserts in Japan, is that almost anywhere you go, you will never find any type of a dessert that is a sweet as much as, say, an American or European dessert. Japanese really are very, very conscious of not eating and having too much sugar in their food, in their desserts, and even in their meats and all of that stuff.
They can stay so slim, right? Because the Japanese people traditionally are very slim.
Right, and then they eat smaller portions too. Yes.
Now, somebody said after hearing you, okay, they're going to try them, but they also want to know where in the U.S. can you get these fluffy. Now, listen, everyone. You gotta know that this is a scoop, because before Harvey Thompson, U.S. Vocal Jazz Ambassador to Japan, he told me that you call them premium pancakes, fluffy pancakes, souffle pancakes. Where in the United States? I know they're in Japan. I think they're in Amsterdam. They're in some other countries. They're in China. But
yes, they're in. Right now, they are, I think they just opened, if I'm not mistaken, 2 places in San Francisco. I think one of them is up near Fisherman's Wharf up in San Francisco area. They're going to be opening, I think, down in San Diego, and maybe one in Los Angeles. I'm not for sure what part.
But
yes, West Coast. But they're not on the East Coast yet, or
Midwest, not
right
part of the country. Now, Harvey, I should also talk about the decor, because you showed me a picture of the restaurant, which looked very trendy. The seats actually were done in the motif of the fluffy pancake, and believe me, you have to see it to believe it. But
right,
you told me is one of the things that makes it very distinctive is that they do seatings. Explain that. You can't just walk in.
They do seatings. which are, I believe, about 30 or 35 people maximum, 3 times a day. Breakfast, of course, at lunch. And then there's the evening pancake. I believe that one is served at around 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening.
And people are standing in line, you said, hoping that somebody will cancel. I just even read something that someone said that they got there at 1 o'clock, hoping that they could make it into the 3 o'clock seating based on the cancellation. And they were willing to wait, for 3 hours.
What's going on here? This is the premium pancakes for, Graham Cafe. The line over here, as you can see, is all over. People are craving for the premium pancake, the souffle pancake. We have 3 servings a day, which is 11 a.m., 3 p.m., and 6 p.m. Each serving time will have 30 orders to go. So when you see the line, we'll have to be in person in the line to get the number ticket.
Now, that is something that is remarkable. So I know some people are thinking a pancake, no big deal, but these fluffy pancakes, which is something that we don't know yet in the United States, it would be sort of like if I told you about a latte or an espresso or a cappuccino or a Starbucks, which we know now is, it goes without saying that these are terms that the world has embraced because of what came out of Seattle, and that's Starbucks.
Right.
So the fluffy pancake, and it is Graham. Is it G-R-A-M is the name of it? Is it Graham or Graham's Cafe?
Yeah, it's Graham, G-R-A-M.
And pancakes. It is something to see it is to know why I am making this a PulseBeat exclusive on this podcast. Harvey, you said that it makes you want to sing, so I have to ask you that what other song comes to mind when I know you said the Staple Singer song, but what's another song that comes to mind? And I'm going to ask you if you would be so kind to sing it to the world about these pancakes. What does it inspire you to sing?
When you're smiling from eating pancakes, the whole world will smile with you. So make your reservation and go to Graham Pancakes.
Graham Cafe and Pancakes. I mean, I'm telling you, it rolls off of your tongue in song, which inspires us to want to eat these hamburgers. I'm saying hamburgers, eat these pancakes, because I am one that I'm not a fan of pancakes, but when I saw the visuals, and I think this audience will agree that to see it is to definitely want to experience these pancakes. So it is remarkable.
Absolutely. They must have one in Detroit.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, because, since you've left Detroit, you've heard about Detroit becoming this destination city, right?
Right. Everybody's talking about Detroit. I met some people tonight from Toronto, this attorney that has an office in Detroit, and he says you wouldn't believe it. Detroit is really, really booming. And although I haven't been to where you're doing this podcast out of
in the 97 Winder, the street is directly across the street from Little Caesars Arena, which is, Harvey, since you've left, we've got this great complex where the Pistons play, and it is beautiful world-class arena that would make you proud, and all the major stars play there, and it is something that has put Detroit on the map as relates to not only that venue, but we've got the baseball stadium and we've got the football stadium.
Right.
We've got, hockey, which is Hockey Town. So there's so much happening sports-wise and entertainment-wise, and the Inlet 97 Winery is in the heart and walking distance to all these great venues.
Well, I want you to know that I have shared the links and everything to your podcast, and I'm been getting a lot of feedback from that, especially from some of my African friends. I've met with a couple African ambassadors, one from Ethiopia and Djibouti.
So you're saying that you're meeting these African ambassadors who are ambassadors to whatever country they're from.
Right, to Japan.
Right? Yes.
Right. And they have asked about the podcast. They have seen it, and they want to come to Detroit. So I'm going to see if I can get a group of them to come to Detroit.
Yeah, and you know, when they come, they've got to stay at the end at 97 Wine. I'm going to share this with the people at the end because they, I know, would be thrilled to know that they're ambassadors who have been assigned from whatever country to Tokyo, to Japan,
Right.
rather, living in Tokyo. And they are now being turned on by the city of Detroit because of watching the Pulse Beat podcast. Now, that's exciting.
Absolutely.
Harvey, that's a gift to us. So when we talk about all of the wonderful things that make you a world-class singer, I thank you for letting the world know that this podcast is of international influence. That really touches my heart.
Well, you know, like I said, I'm very, very have been honored to really do that. I mean, because this inn it looks so fabulous. I can't wait to get back to Detroit to spend a couple nights there.
Well, you're gonna love it, Harvey, and it's your kind of place because one thing about what you do as a vocalist is that you, and for those who don't know, the golden silky voice of Harvey Thompson, the keeper of the flame, the U.S. Vocal Jazz Ambassador to Japan, you have always symbolized class. We just had as a guest Nicole Beecher, and I asked her, can class be purchased? She said, without question, it cannot. And you, Harvey, have been a class act for a very long time, and you will continue to be a class act. I'm going to ask you that question. Can you buy class? Is it something you can purchase?
No, you can buy glass, but you can't buy class.
You can buy glass, but you can't buy class. I got you. And as a vocalist, Harvey, what makes what you do a class act in your analyzation of why you were such a classic?
Me having an opportunity to not only hear but meet so many of the jazz great singers and piano players. I was blessed through you and your mother, the fabulous Miss Jo Thompson, to meet the great Dorothy Donegan, one of the world's greatest pianists ever. Through you and your mother, would have had the opportunity to meet Billy Eckstine. I first heard the Johnny Hartman and John Coltrane recording. Your mother played that for me, and you were there at your home in Detroit there. So I've just been blessed. Mel Torme, Little Jimmy Scott, Joe Williams. I mean, Lionel Hampton. I mean, you know, thank you. I mean, just beyond thanks for introducing me to a lot of these people.
And this is not a put down to the great Tony Bennett, but my mother said, well, and this is what she said, you didn't say it, Harvey, but my mother, Jo Thompson, said, well, to tell you the truth, Harvey is a better singer than Tony Bennett. Now, I know if Tony's watching this.
PulseBeat.tv.
I'm tired of my bra telling me what I can wear.
I'm tired of my bra telling me what I can wear.
I'm tired of my bra telling me what I can and cannot wear.
75% of women are a D cup or larger.
So why is the fashion industry ignoring me?
The problems that I have is the digging in my shoulders.
And I'm always struggling to find clothes that fit properly.
Braless Bra is a specially crafted breast tape that lifts, separates, and gives incredible support.
It's time to fire your bra as your fashion consultant.
Zook it up, girl.
Love yourself even more.
Love your body even more.
Love your look even more with Braless Bra Instant Cleavage Sculpting Solution.
.3 FM, WVIE.
How would you like for this to be you? Well, it could be. If you have the desire to be an independent radio personality, paying yourself, this is your chance. WVIE 107.3 FM and WHPR 88.1 FM are looking for people with outgoing personalities who can attract sponsors. Launch your career on a radio station with the latest technology in broadcasting. WVIE 107.3 and WHPR 88.1. If you're into talk, R&B, oldies, jazz, gospel, or soca, Radio We Can See is where you need to be.
88.1 FM. WHPR.
Have your own radio show. We have block time available. Call 313-868-6612. Radio We Can See. Broadcasting live in the Virgin Islands and Detroit. Comcast Cable 91, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Pulse of a new generation. PulseBeat. TV.
Shades of delight.
Harvey, you are uniquely gifted. You have one of those voices that comes once in a lifetime.
Wow.
Absolutely embrace it, and I'm glad that you are sharing it with the world because you travel all over the world, and now you're based in Tokyo, so that means a lot. But Harvey, guess what? I want you to tell the audience the importance of pushing that like button, that notification button, that button that allows people to know that they are loving and enjoying PulseBeat podcast. Would you please, from Tokyo, tell this audience why they've got to push that button, letting people know that they're watching us, that they're listening to us?
Well, you must push the button simply because you will not be informed and get the information that you get, I don't think, from any other podcast.
PulseBeat Media.
PulseBeat Media, PulseBeat TV. You all are absolutely wonderful. You bring you let different people shine that normally wouldn't shine. You bring people back, whatever that people have forgotten about. You have one of the most fabulous shows that I have ever seen and heard. You on the radio with the great Mildred Gaddis. I mean, it's just amazing. Your wealth of knowledge of entertainment.
Wonderful, and for the love of music and the gift that you shared with the world for such a very long time. And we're looking forward for you coming back to Detroit, and maybe Graham Cafe and Pancakes will be in Detroit because of Keeper of the Flame, Harvey Thompson.
I sure hope so.
Find their eyes are wet with tears that tell of broken dreams. Here is where you'll always find me, always walking up and down. But I left my soul behind me in an old cathedral town.
Pulse of a new generation. PulseBeat. PulseBeat.tv.